Whether you're a frequent jet setter or a couch potato, you travel much more than you think. In fact, that would be true even if you were to stay perfectly motionless your entire life. So how far, on average, does a person travel in their lifetime? As for distance on Earth's surface, the typical human will travel 30,000 to 50,000 miles in their lifetime, though some globetrotters will go much farther. Considering most people accumulate the majority of this mileage from commutes and quick errands, that's an impressively large distance, enough to circumnavigate the globe at least once. But as large as it is, that number pales in comparison to the motion we get simply by hitching a ride on Earth. Our planet spins on its axis. And because Earth is mostly solid, it rotates as a single rigid body, meaning that everywhere on the planet experiences the same angular speed and everyone travels a full circle every 24 hours. But if you were to stand on the north or south geographic poles, you wouldn't actually travel anywhere, you would just spin around and around. Those on the equator, however, get a tremendous amount of linear speed thanks to this rotation, roughly 1,000 miles per hour. Most people don't live on the equator, however, so we can say that the average human is constantly traveling at roughly 930 miles per hour. When you add that up over a roughly 80-year lifespan, each person travels around 600 million miles in their lifetime. That's a tremendous leap above the travel we do on Earth's surface, but we're just getting warmed up. In addition to rotating, Earth orbits the Sun. That orbit is an ellipse, which causes our planet to occasionally move more quickly or slowly depending on its distance from the Sun. But on average, Earth's orbital speed is about 19 miles per second. That's about 600 million miles every year. So over a lifetime, each of us travels roughly 50 billion miles, 80 billion kilometers, which, again, dwarfs the distance we travel due solely to the rotation of our planet. But Earth is not the only object in motion in the universe. The Sun travels in a long, lazy orbit around the center of the Milky Way galaxy. One of these galactic years takes roughly 230 million Earth years to complete. To put that into perspective, life first arose on Earth around 17 galactic years ago, and in only 25 more galactic years, the Sun will die. Compared with these enormous galactic scales, a human lifetime is barely perceptible, with the Sun barely inching along its orbit. But on a human scale, it's almost incomprehensible. Due to the motion of the Sun orbiting the center of the Milky Way, each of us will travel around 370 million miles in our lifetime. Our entire galaxy is in motion, too. All galaxies are, on average, flying away from each other, but that's due to the expansion of the universe. On top of that expansion, each galaxy has some motion of its own, something astronomers dub peculiar velocity. For example, the Milky Way is on a collision course with our nearest neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. The mutual gravitational attraction is enough to overwhelm the general expansion of the universe, and in about 5 billion years, these galaxies will begin to merge.